Saints are not defined by the miracles they perform, but by their unbroken awareness of God. Their bodies may undergo limitations, hardships, or even ridicule from society, but their minds remain firmly anchored in divine remembrance. Festivals, nama japa, and seva all serve one purpose: to strengthen this remembrance until the saint's life itself becomes an expression of God consciousness. Today's reflection explores this truth through the life of Dandiyadikal Nayanar, whose devotion and service to Lord Shiva demonstrate how awareness of the divine triumphs over worldly opposition. The chief object of the festival of any deity is to further its remembrance. God's remembrance is meant only to attain Him. The name of God automatically destroys all sins. To expect sensuous pleasures with nama is like asking for an ass when you are likely to be gifted with a wish-fulfilling cow. It will lead to suffering only if you aspire for wealth, fame, or progeny, when God is likely to manifest Himself in your home. It is the best form of samadhi to forget oneself in chanting nama. He alone will understand my life, who is so immersed in the joy of nama that he has utterly forgotten and lost his own identity. It cannot be appreciated merely by logic. A saint's life is more on a mental plane. Physical activities have only secondary place in his life, and miracles have the least importance. The real essence of a saint's life is his maintaining unbroken awareness of God, irrespective of his body's condition. Unless oneself merges with God, one cannot realize how a saint merges with God. Therefore, the author of a saint's biography must first immerse himself in the joy of nama and write his biography only after obtaining his consent. In fact, the biographer of a saint's life has to be a person born with this mission. I am a devotee of Rama, but I very much like Shiva's devotee. Shiva and Shri Krishna are two manifestations of the same ultimate reality. The Shruti Smritis do not distinguish between Hari, which is Vishnu, and Hara, which is Shiva. Continuously chant Nama, which is very dear to Shiva also. Nama has been held dear to the heart by all the greatest realized souls, from Shri Shiva to Shri Samartha Ramadas. A person who repeats Nama 3.5 crore times will definitely have an experience of his deity. With the help of Nama, all of you should obtain the support of Rama. Have faith that Rama will bless you. I have seen God, but the eyes with which God can be seen are not these physical eyes. They are the eyes of wisdom. You can develop them by continuous recitation of Nama. What you have to learn from me is not to worry and have faith that God alone is the doer. I linger around the place where Nama is being chanted. The story of Dandiyadikal Nayanar reminds us that true devotion is service born of awareness, not just ritual. Though blind, he saw God more clearly than those with physical sight. His awareness of the divine made him fearless in the face of insult and opposition. The Jains in the story, they really symbolize ignorance. An outward sight without that deeper inner vision. The miracle here is not just about the exchange of blindness and sight, but about how devotion and nema can actually open one's inner eye, while arrogance and opposition to dharma can, close one's vision. In our lives too, whenever obstacles or criticisms come our way, we must continue just like Dandiyadikal, holding firmly to the rope of nama and seva. That rope will always guide us safely, even through the murky waters of difficulty. The essence of a saint's life is really unbroken awareness of God. Whether it's through nama, seva, or selfless dedication, saints teach us that remembrance of God alone gives real sight. Dandiyadikal Nayanar's life inspires us to remain steady in our devotion, even when we are misunderstood or opposed, because the Lord Himself stands by His devotee. So let us resolve to keep chanting the divine name with faith, remembering that when we hold on to the rope of God's remembrance, He will surely carry us across.